Noah and the Great Flood. Long ago, in a world consumed by violence and wickedness, people had turned away from goodness. Their hearts were filled with evil, and corruption had spread across the entire earth. When God looked upon humanity, his heart was deeply grieved. Seeing the darkness that had taken over the world, he decided to send a great flood to cleanse the earth of its wickedness. But among all the people, there was one man who stood apart. His name was Noah. Noah was a righteous and faithful man. He walked with God, lived honestly, and obeyed his commands, even when no one else did. One day, God spoke to Noah with a warning unlike anything the world had ever heard. A catastrophic flood was coming, one that would cover the entire earth. God instructed Noah to build an enormous ark made of wood. It would become a place of safety for his family and for every kind of living creature. Without hesitation, Noah obeyed. Year after year, he worked tirelessly, cutting timber, shaping massive beams, and building the enormous ark exactly as God had commanded. As the giant vessel slowly took shape, people gathered to watch. They laughed. They mocked him. They called him a fool. After all, the sky remained clear, and no one had ever seen a flood like the one Noah described. Yet Noah never lost faith. He trusted God's promise, even when everyone around him doubted. Then something extraordinary happened. From every corner of the earth, animals began to arrive. 2 by 2, they came peacefully, lions and lambs, elephants and horses, birds of every kind, and countless other creatures, entering the ark exactly as God had ordained, preserving life for a new beginning. When everyone and every animal had entered, God himself shut the door of the ark. Then the rain began to fall. For 40 days and 40 nights, the heavens poured down without stopping. At the same time, the fountains of the deep burst open beneath the earth. The waters rose higher and higher. Homes disappeared beneath the waves. Forests vanished. Mountains were swallowed by the flood. Every living thing on the land perished. Only Noah's ark floated safely upon the endless waters. Many months passed before the floodwaters finally began to recede. Wanting to know whether dry land had appeared, Noah first released a raven. Later, he sent out a dove. The first time, the dove returned because it could find nowhere to rest. The second time, it came back carrying a freshly picked olive leaf, a beautiful sign that life had begun to return. The third time, the dove never came back. Noah knew the earth was dry once again. Then God told Noah, his family, and every living creature to leave the ark. One by one, the animals stepped onto the renewed earth. Birds filled the skies. The land was alive once more. Filled with gratitude, Noah built an altar and offered thanks to God for his mercy and faithfulness. Then God made a solemn covenant with Noah and with all future generations. Never again, he promised, would he destroy the whole earth with a flood. As a sign of this everlasting promise, God placed a rainbow in the clouds. And ever since that day, whenever a rainbow appears after the rain, it serves as a beautiful reminder of God's covenant, His mercy, and His unfailing promise to humanity.